I believe that no one on YouTube showed yet how to make ellipse overlapping in DaVinci Resolve, and it would be more than pleasure for me to be first. And I will go beyond that and replicate this animation in DaVinci Resolve. So let's get it done. Okay guys, this is the animation I replicated. You can see this on the right side. I took it from the channel named Vince Opra. That's the Vince, as you can see on the left. And this is the video if you want to have a look how it looks like in original Hoop for Beginners 2025. So let's go back to Fusion, and you will find in the description below all the ready composition. And now I'm going to create new Fusion composition. I'm going to stretch it. It's about this length, a bit longer, so let's cut it off and let's go to Fusion. And I actually want reference on the left. Okay, I've got reference here. I'm going to name it Vince and we'll have it on the left. I want to replicate only this animation. Okay, so these two ellipses overlapping each other and this text, my personal brand. So let's start with background, connect it to media out, and alpha. This background will be with alpha to 0. I want to make it on black background, so I'm gonna grab background. I'm gonna increase alpha to 1. It's gonna be black background. And we're gonna start with the most difficult part of the video, which is ellipse overlapping. Let's grab background. It's gonna be white background. I'm gonna name it, actually that's gonna be white BG. Let's connect it here. I need guides on the right window, so I'm gonna hit Ctrl G. We've got guides, and I'm going to grab ellipse, uncheck solid, and increase border width. Connect height with width, equal, connect height with width. It's gonna be about here. So we've got first ellipse. I want this a bit thinner. How about that? I'm going to name this ellipse outline 1. Now I'm going to copy this outline 1, click an empty space here, paste it here, and I'm going to name it outline 2. And I'm going to copy this background, paste it here, connect outline 2 to background, connect this to the main node tree. Let's put this background a little bit down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this outline. Still, outline first is selected. And I'm going to hold Ctrl Shift V. So we've got instance here, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the second outline. So copy, Ctrl Shift V. And next what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this first outline, connect it to outline number 2 as a mask. Next thing I'm going to do is selecting this instance, and I'm going to change paint mode to minimum, and I'm going to select this outline, and I'm going to change to minimum as well. And I'm going to select this instance, and I'm going to the instance paint mode, and I'm going to change it to merge. And this outline we need to check solid, and when we move out from here, we need to locate it somewhere here, and this outline needs to be solid, this outline needs to be solid as well. Next thing what we need to do, we need to highlight this instance and the instance solid in it, and uncheck solid, same as here, the instance solid, uncheck solid. And now when you grab this outline and move to this ellipse, as you can see, they overlapping. Okay, now you know how to do overlapping. And next what I want to do, I want to create this feeling inside, this kind of grayish. So for this purpose, I'm going to grab background with alpha 0. I'm going to grab another background, connect this background to this background alpha 0, and connect it here. I'm gonna name this background feeling, and I'm going to grab this outline 1, copy this, select this feeling, and paste it here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to crank this up, alpha to 1. I grabbed picker and I picked this color from the reference. Next step is we're going to make soft edge bigger. I'm going to invert it. I want to just pay attention for now inside the circle, inside this ellipse. I'm going to take the alpha down, not alpha, sorry, border width down. And we want this soft gray feeling, keep it inside. We don't want to have it around the circle, only inside the circle, within the circle. For this purpose, I'm going to copy this ellipse and select this merge, paste it here. What I want to do now is take the soft edge down, uncheck invert, and I want to move border width to 0. Okay, and now we've got the color inside. Okay, and I need to adjust this circle to be not the same but similar. Okay, I'm going to focus now on this ellipse and adjust parameters to look similar. Okay, now we need a text inside. I'm gonna move it up here to make a space for text. I'm gonna grab text, connect it to this filling, and I'm going to type in my knowledge. I'm gonna make it smaller. As you can see, text is around here. Let's move it like inside and in the middle, kind of this size. Let's do it 0.03, and I want to change font to, let's do regular. And as you can see, behind the text is the same color like that. It's kind of soft edge background, so it's easy to do. Let's go to shading, go to second element and thicket, and I want to name it gray background, and I want to select border fill, make it a bit round, change level to line, make softness bigger, grab picker and grab this color, and you can play around to adjust as best as possible. It's quite okay. It's all right. I'm happy with that. And what I forgot to do, actually, it works, but I would like to delete this merge and connect this little node tree to this node tree below ellipse and move it up a little bit. Okay, and next what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this merge, I'm going to drop transform here, and I'm going to name it transform linked outline 1. And now I'm going to select this outline, I'm going to pin it here on inspector panel, and I'm going to grab this transform linked outline 1, and I'm going to pin it here as well. And now I want to hit expression on center of the transform and link it to center of outline 1. And now we messed it up, but it's easy to fix. Select this merge and drop another transform, and let's adjust it. Okay, now I'm going to show you that when you move this outline, which is this circle, okay, it's all moved together because it's linked. So we're gonna do everything the same on the right side now. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select these nodes, copy them, paste it here, and I'm going to grab output of this merge, connect it here, and change the operator mode, same as on the left. I want to do it on the right, so under, and I'm going to select this merge, hit transform. Okay, so we've got the transform. I'm going to name this transform linked outline 2. Select this outline, pin it here on the inspector tab, select this transform and pin it here to inspector tab, and now hit expression on center of the transform and link it to center of the outline 2. And we need another transform here, so we can adjust like that. Perfect. And now as you can see, when you move this ellipse, all move perfectly together. And I'm going to select these outlines and transforms which are linked to outlines, and I'm going to click right mouse button on one of these 4 nodes, and I'm going to go to show tile pictures. And now we know that they all linked, they marked somehow, that we know what's going on here. And what is left to do, we need to change a name here. That will be other people. So next step is grab transform here, drop it at this point, and change angle to -90. And we need white background, so we can copy this white background, copy, paste it here. I'm going to connect it node tree, and I'm going to grab polygon, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to grab this polygon about here, holding shift on, and move it kind of this point. Okay, uncheck solid, uncheck show view controls, and make it here. And I want to change the border style to flat. Okay, right, and I'm gonna move a little bit to the right side, using in this case Y, because transform is after this white polygon with this white line, so angle is now -90. So in this case you need to use Y center to operate from left to right, and X to operate from up to down. Okay, so we've got this. I'll make it a little, maybe a bit bigger. Grab this point, holding shift, and it's like that. Okay, and I'm going to make the length down to 0 and leave it like that for now. And next step is we need this my personal brand. I've got already prepared this kind of text animation. If you know how to make it, watch this video, and that's gonna be, I'll name it my brand. Color for that will be this color. I'm gonna grab soft glow for this. I'm going to connect it here. And I'm going to change font to Open Sans and change to bold. And I'm gonna type in my personal brand as it is on the left. And I'm going to grab transform here. And I want to adjust the angle. It looks good, so far so good. Now I hit the transform. Now first of all I need to adjust the animation. Text will appear, so it starts about frame 71, 72 let's say. Okay, so I'm going to select text, go to keyframes editor, and I'm going to move it here. I'm going to close the keyframes editor, and I need to go to delay and see when it's finished. It's finished like here, so use delay for that. Okay, we got it. And I've noticed one more thing here, that this text is kind of gradient. Let's go here and change this to gradient, and this one on the left will be this blue, okay, and this on the right will be white. And we need to change angle, so let's do 180, so the white will be on the bottom, and play around with mapping size. And it's not bad, it's better than it was before. And actually now we're going to animate this. So I'm going to disable transform. Let's move it there. Let's make it space. Okay, so I'm going to drop all elements we need to create 3D space. So first of all, image plan 3D. Next we need merge 3D, render 3D, and we need camera 3D, and we're going to connect camera 3D. And now we're going to connect this to image plan 3D. Come on, man. Okay, and render 3D to media out. And there's nothing because when you grab this merge 3D and drop it here, image plan is not connected to merge 3D. That's why we can't see anything. And on top of that, we can't see anything because the camera is faced behind the scene. Okay, I'm going to camera 3D transport, and I'm going to use translation Z, and now all scene is visible. Okay, I'm going to adjust it, and I'm going to hit Ctrl G because I can see line in here. So I want to go to polygon and make the length drop down to 0 for now. And next step is I need back my reference. It will start like this, actually from 0, from frame 0 in our case. Outline will start to move. So for now we're going to uncheck solid, and we're going to take length to 0. Okay, and hit diamond. Let's uncheck show view controls, and up to frame 26 all length is here. We're gonna check the solid back, and now we're gonna animate this outline in the second circle. So it will start frame 18, uncheck solid, and it was animated already. No, sorry, I selected outline first. So I'm going to select outline 2, so that will be frame 18. I'm going to uncheck solid. I'm going to grab length, and I'm going to put it down, select animation, and up to frame that was 43 in my case, the length will be value 1. And I'm going to select 2 of this outline. I'm going to grab spline editor. I'm going to select them here. Okay, select all points in spline editor, hit F, T, and I want to adjust them. I want to animate them, make it smoother. Let's say that will be, I don't know, 71. Okay, it's fine. Let's close spline editor, and don't forget to check solid back. So next step will be ellipses. They go into overlapping. So they're gonna move at that point when all scene will be rotating. So I think that is frame 36. Okay, so in frame 36 I'm going to select this first outline and I'm going to hit diamond here on the center, and same as well as on center here in outline 2. They overlap completely on frame, I think that's 72. I need guides again to move them to the center. I'm going to move the outline 2, okay, kind of like here, and outline 1, move it like here, in the middle. I'm going to hit Ctrl G to turn off guides. I'm going to select outlines. I will go to spline editor, and I want only displacement, so that will be this purple lines. So I'm going to uncheck outline here as well and only check displacement. Okay, and I'm going to select this, hit F, and I'm going to move it into, let's say 70 as well. And we got this movement. So far so good. Close spline editor, and we go in, and when we look there, the animation will start with the text. So I want to enable transform again, and I want to adjust text to the line, and I'm going to animate as well this line polygon. Text will start about here, and I want to move this text using transform a little bit to the left. Oh, sorry, in this case that will be Y, using this around here, and we're going to use this polygon, and I think the line will start at the point when the ellipses overlapped. So they overlapped in frame 72. So let's go at frame 72, let's go to polygon, animate length, and that will finish around frame 82. So let's move length value to 1, and we need to change the length of this polygon of this line. So let's check view controls, and actually we need to use it. This polygon for some reason is here. Adjust it as best as you can. So that is around letter A, and let's animate. Let's move this out. Go to spline editor. Now we got a situation here. Okay, we need to uncheck polyline, and we need to. You see the movement here. We're gonna remove polygon 1 polyline, which is the path. Now it's only length is working. So we got length, and select them, hit F, and let's do 70 as all animation done to this value. Close the spline editor, and now we need to disable transform again, and we need to only use camera to do rotation. That's the last part in this video we need to done in this animation. So let's grab camera 3D. I think that will start moving when the animation of the ellipse will be completed. I mean the outline even earlier. So movement start at frame 36. So let's select translation Z, rotation Z as well, and select X and Y. So we go into frame 74, and we're going to move camera kind of like here and rotate it to -90. And as you can see, we see edges around, so we need to adjust it in spline editor, or we can even go move it like that, but still, as you can see, it's visible. Okay, so we need to adjust it somehow. And as I can see this I messed it up. Okay, let's go to camera 3D, and you got so it's moving all the way around, so it should be the other people should go to the top and my knowledge will go to the bottom. So let's keep minus here and it's all good, but the only thing is this going not what we want. Okay, let's grab all these nodes, move them up, grab background with alpha 0, let's connect it here and select this merge, go to transform and just flip it. Okay, not like that, like this, and we need to go to my brand, to the text, and grab the transform and flip it here. Now flip it here. Okay, and adjust the text with this. Okay, and let's see how it looks like now. And we fixed that, it's all good. So let's go to camera 3D and let's fix the edges in the middle of the rotation. Let's go to spline editor and let's select the points, hit F and go to, I don't know, 70, and we need to just adjust it. So Z offset and rotation, actually we need to adjust all this stuff. Okay, what I've done is when I selected these points, which is Z rotation. I just hit Shift L, so it came back to normal. There is no smooth animation in rotation of the camera, and only I've changed here something in Z offset, which is translation Z. Okay, as you can see now it works. No edges around, all the scene is black. Next point of animation is when they stick together, there is a movement, so camera will move to the left. So from this point, let's select X and camera will move a bit to the left. Actually, that's not gonna be X, that's gonna be Y, and at frame 86, camera will move a bit like that. Remember to not reveal what is out of the black background. And let's move this part, and that's gonna be only this movement of Y. So let's unselect the rest of them. It's not necessarily, but it's good to do that. So let's do 70 and close spline editor. What I didn't make is, as you can see, when the outlines start to animate, this gray circle inside, they will appear, so they will be completed at the same point when outline is completed. So outline is completed in the first circle at frame 23, as I remember. Okay, let's have a look. That was 26, never mind. So let's animate text. So we go into shading, and opacity will be completed, and the same as this transform, not actually this transform, but this transform, the bigger one. Okay, let's hit the diamond on size and go back here and transform on frame 26. And when you go back to 0, move size down, same as opacity in text. And as you can see on the left, the opacity will move a bit later, but doesn't have to be the same, guys. Okay, it actually could be only transform. You can adjust it yourself to be perfect. Okay, and let's go to the second circle. Okay, when it's here, when the outline is animation of outline is completed, so I'm going to grab transform to 1, and when it starts animating, that's about frame 18. So let's go down, and all is completed, guys. Let's just animate the transforms, the size of transform. Let's move it out. Okay, let's select the points F, and let's go ease into 70, so it looks way better. And of course you can add some filters at the end of the node tree, but if you follow me, if you watch my videos, you know what to do, you know how to make this dust. As you can see, there is some dust on this animation. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.